we did okay. I actually come over a little bit.
Well, again, I still need... If the chat box goes up, I need to move over.
Okay.
We'll work on that later. See, you look like you're leaned over. Well, don't.
Okay, I'm sorry. Good
morning.
morning. The camera's so far over there. It is. I'm just saying. Whatever. Good morning. Hi. It is Tuesday, July the 22nd.
Goodness. It's crazy.
I'm
the
Seth.
year is flying. I'm Tammy.
We are the 4031 family.
We are. And we're really glad you're here joining us today. We don't know who you are, but we know there are some of you watching. We really don't.
We do.
Until some of you start talking, we don't know who's listening.
We totally know.
We don't.
We don't. Call me, and I'll let you know whether I knew it was you or not.
Don't call him, because we do the videos through his phone, and then his phone will just vibrate.
Call me now.
But it's like, we don't see the facing of the phone, so we wouldn't know if it was you calling anyway. So, don't call. Just say hello.
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 It is Tuesday, July the 22nd,
It is.
2025, and I can't think of anything special we have on tap or to do. Well, we got to place the order for CPE.
We have so much to do and so little time to do it,
really? But it's weird because it's like we're leaving for CPE in 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. But it's like we got to have everything done like today.
Oh, it needed to have been done last week.
I know. We'll pay a premium to get it done today.
Yeah. Because we talked about all these books that we have. We have 34 volumes of 8.5 by 11 word search books. We have 76 volumes of 6 by 9 word search books. We have 33 volumes of tracing handwriting worksheets.
But that's really 66 volumes.
But we're only bringing 33.
Yes.
And then we have 35 volumes of journaling Bibles, again, which actually could be broken into 4 sets.
So it's 140 different books.
But we're only bringing 35. And so we're wanting to bring one of every book, not of every option variant. I think it's how it's listed on our website.
Well, we will have one of every variant, but not in each selection.
Not in each selection.
Yeah.
So we especially the journaling, we have it in paperback and hardcover, right-handed and left-handed. We're not bringing all 4 possibilities of Genesis.
Correct. Yeah.
I think I'm duplicating one to be able to, I think it's Job, because I know we have a left-handed Job at church. But we want to be able to really show what it looks like to be a right-handed versus a left-handed edition. And the thing is that if you're right-handed, we've given you your empty page to make notes on the right side with the text on the left. So what I'm doing is scribbling my notes as he's teaching, and I can be following along with the text and not crossing my arms around. So for the left-handed people, we do it the opposite way. You can be writing your notes with your left hand and reading the text on the right side. It's a pretty cool thing. We showed it to our pastor, who happens to be left-handed, and he was very appreciative that we thought of our lefty friends. But we're not bringing every single thing. But we need, like our handwriting books, we don't have any of those in stock at our house because we just finished publishing them. So we need to order one of each of those volumes. We're crossing between one book in manuscript, one book in cursive to go through the whole thing. Yeah. But we want our booth to kind of have some bookshelves in the back with showing every
volume and stuff.
Yeah. So we need to order those.
Yeah. So
long story short.
And that takes a little time to get printed and get to us so that we can have them to get to the show. So we got.
We leave 2 weeks Friday.
We should get that ordered.
Yeah, but see, now I'm all panicked because you met with somebody yesterday and he's giving you all these thoughts and ideas, which sound great, but now I feel like people are going to walk on by.
Well, I mean, that's the danger if you don't show anything cool. Luckily, we have some stuff that's cool. We just want to make sure we focus on the cool stuff that nobody else has.
Yeah, but it's also about how we present the booth, and you want the booth itself to be aesthetically pleasing and eye-grabbing.
That's why you're coming.
You're so cute. Flirting with me in front of all these people. No, I'm getting really, really anxious.
No need. God's going to do with this what he's going to do with.
I know.
So, that'll be good.
Yeah. All right.
That'll be cool.
So, enough about our worries. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Oh, sorry.
We hope that you're doing well.
We do tend to ramble when we start.
We do. Well, the hope is also that other people might join in and all that. But the year is flying by. The month is flying by.
No kidding. It's crazy.
Absolutely crazy. So prayers to many, many other moms and dads out there taking kids to camp. This week, our church is doing their preteen camp, which is their 3rd to 6th graders.
That's today, right?
They left yesterday.
I thought he said Tuesday.
Is it shorter now?
I think he said Tuesday. Whatever.
This week.
Yeah, they're
at some point this week. They're leaving for their camp, and that's been a really great thing for our children that got to do preteen camp. Not all of them did, just because of where we were at that stage of their lives. Because when our younger kids were teens, we were at a church that had no youth except for our family. Oh, we are dropping people like flies today.
Oh, you can't look at numbers like that. Because there's later. Right? It's not
There's
just
later.
live. It's also later.
People don't want to hear about our lives. All right, so why don't we just go ahead and talk about our devotion?
I want to hear about our lives. Anyway. Oh, buck up, woman. So what is the devotion today?
Today's devotion is called Love is So Amazing,
So Divine. I'm going to guess, since it's Dr. John, that we're doing another devotion from...
Yeah, it's finishing the hymn, the song.
But it is from the Institute for Creation Research's Days of Praise, which is why you're sitting there playing with the books.
Well, you're playing with your coffee. I talk with my hands if my hands aren't full. And I noticed at the beginning of this, I was all over talking about our books. So I went to grab what was in front of me.
And because that was...
He's got his coffee. My drink's over here to the side. I guess I could be doing that. But then that would bug you. So I won't.
Wouldn't bug me.
So yeah, today's devotion is from the Days of Praise. Go to the website, sign up, and they'll send you a handy dandy notebook in the mail. I'm sorry, I'm really emotional today.
Today's clue is
Ba-ba-ba.
backpack. Anyway,
I don't know what's going on. Sorry.
That's okay. Sign up, email inbox, snail mail inbox. You get it all. You can read ahead and have already drawn your conclusions by the time that we start reading. But today's devotion, is it you or me?
It's me.
Do you want me to do it?
I got it.
Okay.
Colossians 1:22. In the body, I can't do this today.
In the body of his flesh through death, to present you holy and unblameable and unreprovable in his sight. That's from Colossians 1:22.
I don't even know why I'm crying. Welcome to depression, anxiety, I don't know what, on display, real, lifetime.
No, it's all good.
I don't even understand.
Well, let's just get into it, okay? And the past 3 days, we have studied the verses of the hymn, When I Survey the Wondrous Cross. Of course, it's really only been the past
2
day for us. This is day 2, because this day 3 for the devotion series was on
It was yesterday.
Saturday. Or day 1 was on Saturday, and we didn't do devotions on Saturday or Sunday, so we picked up on day 3. Anyway, we have seen insights, and if you haven't
funny,
seen
I was
insights...
going to mention that. If I was doing this today, I would have said that too.
If you want to go back and look... No, I mean, you can... What are the names?
Yeah.
What are the other two before? Because yesterday was his head, his hands, his feet.
Yeah.
Today is Love So Amazing, So Divine.
Saturday was the Prince of Glory.
Okay.
And then Sunday was Not I, but Christ.
Wow.
Not yet I, but Christ through me.
That's a different song.
That's a different song, but I love that song. It's by City Alight. It's a great song.
So you can go to the ICR website, go to the Days of Praise, and you can find those, and you can get caught up. So when he says, we have seen insights, you can see the insights.
Yeah.
into the sufferings of Christ on the cross for our behalf, the love that led him there, and its bountiful gift to believers. We are now prepared to consider our response.
The last verse of When I Survey the Wondrous Cross goes as follows. Were the whole realm of nature mine, that were a present far too small, love so amazing, so divine, demands my soul, my life, my all. That's Christ's love. That love so amazing, so divine, demands my soul.
Yep.
My life and my all. Everything.
Yep.
He deserves it.
You know, there's the other hymn, You Will Know the Name. We just did it recently as part of a medley. But when it talks about if the oceans were an inkwell or the sky was a parchment.
The love of God.
The love of God is greater still. Yeah.
I love that line. To be, I don't know, my phone is here.
Unfurled like a scroll.
To
what's it called? What did you say?
Love. What did I just say? The love of God. I remember doing this at church at Oasis, and the love of God, so rich and pure, how measureless, how strong, or something like that.
Yeah.
The love of God is greater far than tongue or pen can ever tell. It goes beyond the highest star and reaches to the lowest hell. The guilty pair bowed down with care. God gave his son to win. His erring child he reconciled and pardoned from his sin. That's not it.
No.
There it is, verse 3.
Yeah, it's verse 3.
Could we with ink the ocean fill, and were the skies of parchment made? Were every stalk of earth a quill, and every man a scribe by trade? To write the love of God above would drain the ocean dry. He'd run out of ink. Nor could the skies, contain the whole, through those stretched from sky to sky.
Yeah.
O love of God, how rich and pure, how measureless and strong, it shall forevermore endure. The saints and angels' song. I love that hymn.
Great hymn. And it seems so. Even this is not a criticism, okay? It's an observation. Even you went straight to love so amazing, so divine, to the second half of that verse. But the first half of that verse is love of God.
Yeah.
It's were the whole realm of nature mine. If I had everything to give,
it would still be too small.
It would be too little.
Yeah. That were a present far too small. Yeah. If I could give everything, it wouldn't be enough.
It would not be enough.
Because he demands
my life, my soul.
Yeah.
Wow.
He doesn't demand it. I mean, he does, but he deserves it.
Right.
More than quote demanding. It's he died for us. He gave up everything for us. The least we could do is pay it back in return. It's to spend our days glorifying him and trying to make that gift worthy.
Yeah. Well, let's see what Dr. John has to say about this. The author of this hymn, Isaac Watts, begins verse 4 with a mention of creation. If we were to own it, it would not suffice as a suitable gift, for he is the creator of all. I think we said it better. Including the vastness of space, the intricacies of life and earth systems, the mighty spiritual angels, and even the creation of his image in man. 1 Corinthians 8:6 says, there is but one God, the Father, of whom are all things, and we in him, and one Lord Jesus Christ, by whom all things are, and we by him. He is Lord of all. He knows us better than we know ourselves, and yet he loves us so.
In spite of who we are.
Yeah, that's funny. I that sort of took a turn, didn't it? That sentence. It sounds like,
he knows us better than we know, and yet
and still
he still loves
right?
us.
right? All those things you gloss over when thinking about yourself. God knows better. The most amazing line of the hymn is the final couplet, and that's, again, exactly where you went. A fitting response to his love would be a complete offering of one's soul, life, and all. He is our great creator and the offended judge.
Oh.
Offended? That came out of nowhere. What does
Yeah.
that mean? Well, what that means is we are sinners, and we do things he does not want us to do.
Yeah.
And he does things that he told us not to do.
And he's hurt.
And he's hurt by that. And when an infinite, omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, almighty creator God is offended, the penalty owed to him is infinite and it is more than a finite being who is born and then dies is equipped to pay. That's the beauty of the gospel.
When you think in terms of God being our Father and we the children offending him, those of you who know us know our children.
Rabbles. Rabble-rousers.
They're good kids. I could maybe count on one hand, literally, the number of times I've been hurt by any of the 7. But I know I have been, and I know I've hurt them. I'm not trying to say it's one-sided. But I know that pain. I know I hurt my parents as generations go, as every parent to child relationship goes. But as a parent being hurt by a child, it's hard to look at it in that perspective as being the child who's hurt our Heavenly Father, our capital F Father, to know that we have, not that we could, but that we have disappointed him. That's hard.
Yeah, that's an interesting word, disappointed. Because
we've been disappointed by children. We have disappointed our parents.
But here's the thing. Disappointment implies a failure to live up to expectation. Right?
Or perceived expectation.
Yeah. But God expects us. That's that's inherent in the word. To be disappointed, you have to have an expectation that someone will do better than they did. And by and large, we don't. And if you think you do, you just need to ask yourself a couple questions. Have you ever taken anything that doesn't belong to you?
Yeah, it doesn't take far to realize we've broken God's rules.
Right. Have you ever said anything that was not true?
Right.
In a way to try to deceive somebody, especially. Have you ever, looked on a member of the opposite sex with lust? If the answer to those questions is yes, and it probably is for all of us, then we're all lying, thieving adulterers at heart. That's that. And so, that's only 3 of the 10 commandments, right? So he is the offended party, and he is our judge. And so he won't forget those offenses. He gave up, Dr. Morris continues, he gave up aspects of his eternal essence in order to take up our likeness and die for us. He is our everlasting King. It all focuses in on the cross, the wondrous cross. In John, Jesus said, "My peace I give unto you, not as the world gives, give I unto you." And in 1 Timothy, Paul says, "Now unto the King, eternal, immortal, invisible, the only wise God, be honor and glory forever and ever."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's the uncomfortable You know, it's always, faith is always easier. Religion, theology is always easier when you're looking at God, you know, and you're talking about God. When you start to talk about you, it gets a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But again, the good news of the gospel is that even though we are lying, thieving, adulterers at a minimum,
Right. So I think the easiest commandment to break, if you really think about it, is keeping the Sabbath. To honor the Sabbath.
Yeah.
Because we don't.
by and large, yeah.
I was listening to Charlie Kirk talking, I think it was his most recent student impact seminar or something down in Florida, and it was somebody asked about the Sabbath, and he and his wife, they put their phones away, they don't work, they just, it's not that they're 24/7 in the Bible, it's just they stop all the distractions, or as many distractions as humanly possible, and we don't do that. And he said it doesn't even have to be Saturday. It doesn't have to be Sunday. It has to be, it's about giving a day. God was very clear in Genesis and Exodus. Don't forget, he mentioned it twice. Exodus here, I'm talking about in the commandments of, he created the world in 6 days. And then he took a rest to appreciate and, what he had done. And just our bodies need a time of rest. And so that's without fail. I know of very few people that would be able to say they actually give a day of nothing like that, shutting off all external stuff. It doesn't mean not fellowshipping together. It just means not having the phone. It means not having work to be done. It means not having the television, the computers, the electronics, just shutting that out and being you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that would really look like. I guess have a power outage and you'll experience it really quickly.
There you go, right?
But it's when you choose to have the power outage. Yeah, I don't know.
You could save 1/7 on your electricity bill just by shutting the power off that day. So we're all lying, thieving, adulterous Sabbath breakers.
Go ahead and clear the verse.
That would be several things that would get you stoned in the first century.
I mean, that's just really quick going through that. That doesn't even talk into the other ones, which again are also probably pretty easy. Honoring thy mother and father. Not killing anybody. That, for most of us, that's a pretty easy one not to have issue with.
Not killing anybody is a good thing.
But again, Jesus refers to this in the New Testament of if you have angry thoughts towards somebody, then... So
now we're all lying, thieving, adulterous, Sabbath-breaking murderers?
I mean, it doesn't take much.
It doesn't.
When you take the commandments at heart... by word that God gave us, some of them, yes, we can safely say we don't break them when it comes time to, committing adultery in act or murdering in act. But Jesus took it that step further by saying adultery can also be thinking towards somebody with impure thoughts who is not your spouse. Murder can also be being angry at someone. So if Jesus takes... Well, let's see. Jesus is Lord. Jesus is God. So Jesus takes his own words and expands on them a little bit.
To do that.
Yeah, it's bearing false witness. I mean, we tend to break a lot of them.
Yeah, well, we just went through half of them.
Have no other idols. What do you put before your time with God? What is the thing that drives you to worship one thing more than we worship the Lord?
Right. Yeah. Covetousness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't want something, think yours.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's Well, now that
And
was,
all he wants,
that was so uplifting.
all he wants is us. He wants our heart. He wants our soul. He wants our life. And I know my life is better by trying to live my life that way.
Yeah.
Even with all those rules.
Even with all those rules.
Thanks for filling in for me today.
Oh, yeah. Well, you talk about rules. It's not about rules, though. I mean, there are rules, but that's just morality,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just being a good person.
Right.
Not cheating on your spouse, not lying and deceiving people. Oh, you're welcome. Not lying and deceiving people, not murdering people.
Yeah.
And I love, I mean, we can go so far down the road on this. I love people who say, well, that was the 10 Commandments. We don't have to keep those anymore, so I don't need to worry about the Sabbath, for example. Okay, well, then we can go out and murder people?
No.
No.
Probably be better if we didn't do that.
That's why Jesus said he didn't come to break or to get rid of the law, because the law is a good guide for how to live.
Well, most
in
of
a
our
society with other people.
State, federal, local laws are
they're all based. Ultimately. Yeah. So, anyway, that's a rabbit trail we could go down another day.
Sounds like fun.
Okay.
We really appreciate you tuning in through the unexpected tears today. I really do apologize for that. There was literally no reason for it except maybe it was leading into this verse today. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. You're good.
But thanks for putting up with me, and thank you for filling in for me. Being
now
by my side through all of it. Hey, I sang for you yesterday.
That's true.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in live or later. We hope that it means something. It lets you dive into the Word a little bit with us as we work through the devotions together.
Yeah. I wonder if tomorrow will be an actual devotion and not a song.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So, cool. Well, for the 4031 family, like the video, like the channel,
Please.
Go to other channels, go to other platforms. If you have an account there, that would be great if you would just follow us on all of the platforms. If you don't want to set up an account on something, totally get it. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, again, most of those accounts are free. You don't need to pay for them.
Free. Some people still don't want to.
And that's fine.
Stuff out there. It's totally fine. But if you have an account on Rumble, X, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, then please go to our channel on those platforms. The links should all be below.
I think you can even still like it even if you don't
maybe
have an account.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
But that would be helpful.
Yeah. If you have any prayer requests, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. If you don't want to be specific, you can just say pray for me. If you want to give us more detail, just so we can know accurately how to pray over you, you can send us an email at praywithme@the4031family.com or Seth or Tammy @the4031family.com.
Yes, please.
But the most important thing is knowing that God doesn't need you to ask us to pray for you. We don't need to know the details of how to pray for you. God already knows what you need. But by saying pray for me, it kind of allows you to let a little bit of it go. I hope that makes sense.
It does make sense.
It's to say I'm in need today. I need to feel God over me. And remember, God will use us. God will use everyone in your life to be the person who comes beside you. You ask for help. You don't know how God's going to send it.
Right.
So maybe it's just being able to break a little bit of your defense and say, I need someone putting some thoughts towards me.
Yeah, just speak it out loud, let it. When you're. I was going to say when you're raising kids, but I did this with you too. This notion that what we say matters, right? Not just to people who hear it. But, yes, what I'm getting at is especially to everybody who hears it. And one of the people who hears everything you say is you.
Yeah.
It's you, So saying something negative about yourself is not acceptable because it isn't.
He would always get so mad at me. I'm not going to let anyone talk bad about my wife, including my wife.
Well, that's right, because you hear you.
Yeah.
All you're doing is reinforcing negative feelings that you have by saying them.
Yeah.
Right? But the flip side of that is true too. If you can, in the depths of whatever despair or trouble or trauma that you find yourself, say, I need help, you hear you say that. Or you read it when you type it. You're the first consumer of every piece of communication that you start, right? And be the first person to give you comfort and let you know that there's help out there.
Yeah.
You know, saying, pray with me or pray for me. Read that and pray for yourself too. You know, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
You know, that it's not, speak it into the universe to manifest your healing or anything of like, no,
yeah.
I know you're
No,
not.
I know.
And I'm not trying to say that by saying it out loud. But we are the first ones to hear, read everything we say or write.
Especially the negative.
Especially the negatives. Yeah.
But just always remember you're not alone.
No.
And God doesn't need to know what you need his help on. He already knows.
Yeah.
He just wants to hear you say, Abba, I need you.
Yeah.
And help.
Help. All right. So I think we have covered everything.
And more.
And more. Can't cover more than everything, I don't think. But
We hope you have an amazing day, and we really do hope you'll come back to join us tomorrow morning.
if you don't, we'll find you.
On
I'll call you.
behalf of the 4031 family,
I'm Seth.
I'm Tammy.
Don't forget, he's God.
And we're not.
Have a great rest of your day. I was going to say afternoon, but
We'll see you tomorrow.
see you later. Bye.